YouTube, what's going on? If you're new here, my name is Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear and also film content for this channel. Today's video is a little different as I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. We're going to take a look at the Northman Fixed blade knife from AMTAC Blades, why I now carry one, and how I think it's probably one of the most well-produced products I've seen in a while. You might remember about a month ago I had the opportunity to attend the Battle of the Bills training put on together by Surefire out in North Carolina. During my week-long training there, I had the pleasure of attending a combatives course taught by Bill Rapier. If you're not familiar with Bill Rapier, I'll start with this. He is a very dangerous man. Bill recently retired from the Navy after serving 20 years, with the majority of those years being spent as a Navy SEAL. The man has done it all. Breacher, sniper, assaulter, he's even a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So if you have the opportunity to take one of his classes, just do it.
Just do it!
Anyway, during that training, Bill introduced us to combatives while utilizing knives from his company, AMTAC Blades. Now, I mentioned earlier about stepping out of my comfort zone. You see, I've never been a knife guy. You hand me a knife, almost like I cut myself, so I tend to stick to firearms and what I'm good at. That was until I got a little bit of education on how to properly use a knife and defend myself with it. Now, this thing goes with me everywhere, just like my firearm, cell phone, and flashlight. Okay, so before we get into the specs, I like to tell you all how I go about getting these products in for review. A couple weeks after attending the Surefire training, Bill reached out and offered to send me a knife. He didn't ask for a review, he didn't ask for any content, he simply said he enjoyed having me in the class and he wanted to send one out. I accepted his generous offer, and here we are. Okay, now on to the specs. The Northman Fixed blade knife is designed to replace the cutting tool carried in your pocket. It's made from M390 steel, has a blade thickness of 5/32 of an inch, a blade length of 3.5 inches, an overall length of almost 7 inches, and a total weight of 4.3 ounces. It will come with a fire sheath, a trainer blade, and a storage sheath, all at the price point of $450. Now, before people start going crazy in the comments about spending $450 on a knife, I'll say this. If you're not someone who sees the value behind buying a tool that with the proper training is the best one to get the job done, then this video isn't for you. There's nothing wrong with that, and I understand. I too was taken back by the price until I started looking into every aspect of the entire packaged product. Now, if you're still with me, let's continue. You see, Bill and everyone at AMTAC Blades really thought about everything that they wanted to go into this knife. I'm not just talking about making a sharp piece of steel made to fit ergonomically into the hand. I'm talking about the method of carry, the outdoor/backcountry use, ease and quickness of deployment, and address training issues. Let's start with the ergos first. You'll notice a textured G10 handle with a knife punio at the end of the handle, which makes it easy to access while in your pocket or on your belt. The handle contours nicely to the hand, making it easy to get an overhand or underhand grip. The blade comes extremely sharp and is partially serrated. It will also have a squared off spine and jimping near the rear of the handle, which helps when deploying from the deep pocket carry position. Now let's talk about the two methods of carry. When you receive your blade, you'll also receive an illustrated insert that talks about pocket carry. The blade comes with a sheath designed for deep pocket carry. You'll notice this by the long singular metal clip made by Discreet Carry Concepts. It's hard riveted to the kydex sheath to ensure that it stays in place. The sheath is also made for ambidextrous carry, so if you're a lefty, you're good to go. A horizontal groove is made into the sheath at the top, which matches the same groove in the G10 handle of the knife. This gives you that nice click sound we all love to hear when using kydex. There are two small adjustable retention screws on each side of that groove so that you can set the retention to your liking. Next is the ferro rod incorporated into the sheath, which can be used to light sparks by scraping the spine of the blade along it. This allows you to create fires when out in the wilderness if you possess the skill set to do so. On the back, we have some soft Velcro material, which looks like it's Veltex to me. This is the same type of material that you'll find in your Vertex bags. There are two pieces that fold over one another like an envelope. You can hide a key there, some money, or anything else small that you might want to carry on your person in that area. And to finish it off, you'll notice a small drainage hole at the bottom of the sheath. Now, if you're like me and you have a lot of things in your pockets already, like a cell phone, a flashlight, and keys, then you probably aren't a fan of pocket carry. AMTAC Blades also offers a Northman belt fire sheath. This has the same features as the deep pocket carry sheath, but now allows it to be worn on the belt line. For me, this is more ideal as I can carry on the left side of my body for support hand draw, or as Bill would put it, my other strong hand draw. If you've taken one of his classes, then you know what I'm talking about. I've found that carrying it at about the 10 to 11 o'clock position has been ideal for me. It allows me to to quickly draw the blade if needed. I'm talking like sub-second quick, guys. 0.90. 0.73. 0.66 there. Bill started out his class by telling us that we would all leave more dangerous than when we had arrived, and he was 100% correct about that. After spending a couple of days working combatives with these knives, I was able to retain a lot of the information, and I definitely feel more confident in carrying a knife for defensive purposes. Now, one might ask, how do you get some training reps in without cutting yourself? You could easily use a plastic or rubber training knife, but what if you wanted to train with the exact same size and handle as your carry knife? That's where the trainer comes into play. Each Northman Fixed blade ships with a blue aluminum rounded off trainer knife so that you can train with a partner or a dummy without cutting them up. It is an exact replica of the fixed blade that also works with a fire sheath. To take it a step even further, AMTAC Blades provides a storage sheath for your knife to go in when using the trainer so that it doesn't get damaged. I'm telling you that a lot of thought went into producing this entire package. Now back to the $450 price point. When I think about everything involved in the process of making the knife, the quality of the steel, the sheath design, and the trainer blade, I think the price is fair, but only if you've taken the time to learn how to use it. I'm not recommending you guys go out and get this knife if you just need a knife to open packages or daily tasks. I'm saying that you should get this knife if you've taken some type of training with knives, a combatives class, or plan on taking a class with Bill, which can be found on his website, amtacshooting.com. I think that this knife is for people who take their personal safety very seriously and see the benefits that a blade and proper training bring to the table. It's definitely a great plan B when plan A doesn't go according to plan.
There we go, good.
Prevention is the biggest thing.
I know for you knife aficionados out there, you'll have a ton of recommendations for other knives that are probably just as capable, but for me, I have not seen a product well produced like this in a while. Not to mention, it was developed by a guy who has definitely seen and done more than the average Joe, to say the least. Well guys, I appreciate you checking out the video and trying something new with me. I know this isn't our typical run and gun type of firearms video review, but this is definitely something I wanted to share with you all as I found a lot of value in both the product and the training from Bill. I'm sure you will all let me know down in the comments what you think, and I appreciate all of the kind words and feedback that we've been getting lately. It does mean a lot to us. We appreciate it. If you're looking for some fixed blades and or training, make sure to check out Bill's website. I've trained with him firsthand, and his ability to relate the material to his students is very well done, and you'll definitely leave more dangerous than when you arrived. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please give us a thumbs up down below. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing as we post new videos every week. If you want to support our content, please check out the Patreon link down below. Patreon members get first access to new content, new gear, discounts, and giveaways. They are a big reason why we can continue to create the content that you all check out. Thanks again for watching, guys, and as always, I will see you in the next video.